All right, this information is good news, and I bring you good news because this is the finalizing of the financial document, and banks are on it. And I want you guys to pay close attention to this information because a lot is happening, and right now you need to hear this because bank are finally doing what they have to do. So, guys, appreciate you guys. Subscribe to the update.
Preparations are already in advanced stages as partnering banks finalize administrative processes, particularly after completing the disbursement of salaries for workers in the country. The financial institutions are now strategically aligning their operations to accommodate the project's payment schedule. Beg your pardon. And this is to ensure a seamless and equitable distribution of funds, of the grant funds, to all the subscribing beneficiaries. And Joy's lovely team is also wishing for the second time to clarify the concerns that have been raised regarding the disbursement process for Sanctuary World Multipurpose Foundation, which is the UAAG, under the leadership of the country director, Apostle Professor Ken Nwakama. There were concerns raised some recent past that alleged that some exclusions or disenfranchisement of some officially subscribed CEOs from disbursement, and the issue began to raise some stir and uproar within the community. Just lovely, our team has come out once again to claim to say that such a case or such issues are entirely baseless and should be forthwith disregarded. And following a detailed inquiry into these claims, the team, in collaboration with the country director and senior special advisor, which is Pastor Donald Obasi Okore, has confirmed extensively that there is no officially registered or verified CEO in Sanctuary World organ that would be left out of the disbursement process. And it is also imperative to note that all CEOs who successfully completed their November 2023 verification process are going to be eligible. They remain eligible and are assured of their inclusion in the forthcoming disbursement. So the country director, also Apostle Ken Nwakama, this is to tell us that he remains unflinchingly steadfast in his commitment to ensure there is transparency and inclusive disbursement. Also, the Joyce Lovely team further acknowledges that his consistent efforts to safeguard the integrity of this initiative, that is to gender into the disbursement, and his dedication to upholding the fairness for all participants remains so sacrosanct. And as a neutral body that is committed to the accurate dissemination of information, we emphasize that rumors that suggest any form of bias or exclusion from the disbursement, especially of the eligible candidates, are mere fabrications. They are fabrications, and they are intended to mislead the public and tarnish the reputation of the country director, Apostle Ken Nwakama. At this crucial juncture, it is very essential for all partnering CEOs and stakeholders, that is the subscribers. Now, you are a stakeholder, I am a stakeholder, and everyone who subscribed genuinely to this cause, we are all stakeholders in this forum. We are expected to remain steadfast and also focused And instead of lending credence to unverified claims, we are encouraged to take on the garment or the raiment of confidence. The raiment of confidence. In other words, to trust in the leadership and commitment of the country director, Apostle Ken Wakama, to execute the disbursement process transparently. It has to be transparent in all the processes that is involved. We should also engage at the moment in thanksgiving and prayers. Yes, it's quite so important. This is the way you can support the project success, through collective prayers and thanksgiving, and this will reinforce the positive momentum that the project is supposed to gather. That should not be thrown out of the wind. We should also stay informed. Very importantly, we should stay informed. We should rely on verified updates from official channels to avoid any form of misinformation that could come from any organ. Yes, there are arch enemies of this project, and there are positive-minded people within this ecosystem. You know, every system has a way of gathering different kinds of people to itself. Different kinds of people. For a process or for a project to be successful, there must be enemies. Yes, and like the Bible puts it, they set a table before me in the presence of my enemies. And that is to say that if you have a table, you must have an enemy. As long as there is a banquet that is set for you, enemies are not out of the process. They are part of the process. You could see in the company of Christ, who had the best pastor that could ever be had? That was Judas Iscariot. But you could imagine that in the selected 12 apostles of Christ, there was one there that was a devil, and he knew about it. You could imagine nobody could have had a best pastor that could have pastored him, but yet he was still within that fold, and he couldn't make it after all. So for any project at all, be it God-ordained project or man-ordained project, there must be enemies. So, and what our function is within this ecosystem is to ensure that we are committed and we are focused, and we rely on updates from verified sources to stay informed continuously, and also be prayerful. It's very important. We reiterate this support from here for the Sanctuary World Multipurpose Foundation project and its leadership. And we assure all stakeholders that the delays that are already on ground, this is Joy's lovely team now talking, so we assure all stakeholders that no further delays are going to be anticipated, and once the necessary authorizations are finalized, no further delays are going to be anticipated. So let us remain hopeful and united, knowing that the disbursement process will soon bring the anticipated relief and benefit to all eligible beneficiaries. It's very important that we know that God is doing something right in time, and the best is just about to happen. I want you to reaffirm your confidence in what God is doing, and He is about to be perfected concerning us. December will be a month to remember for you and your family, to be a month of open heavens, a month of joy and jubilation, to be a month of celebration. And this year will not pass, that everything God has in store for you in this year, you're going to receive a mega portion of it within this month of December, and you're going to recover all that you've lost in time. It will be a month also of recovery. It will sum up everything that appears to be a delay in your life. There's a difference. I always know that there is a difference between delay and due time. Delay is being orchestrated sometimes by the enemy, but due time is not necessarily a delay. When your due time has not arrived, it is just because it's not yet perfected. It's not a delay. Because when those due time finally arrives, all those staying feet, all those dragging steps, God will put speed on them. And that's what God is going to do for us, because I see your due time coming. And after your due time has arrived, the Bible says, if you have suffered a while, your suffering is just for a while. Then after that, possibly you've suffered cobblelessness, you've suffered financial intrigues, you've suffered all forms of misappropriations, you've lost funds, you've made some wrong investments, you've suffered all forms of embarrassments and shame, but the Lord promises us that He's going to establish us, He's going to settle us, and is going to bless us. So it is your time and a season for reflection. The Son of Righteousness rising up with healing in His wings to remember you. A book of remembrance shall be opened concerning you in this month of December, and it shall be a time of radiance where all your pain shall be forgotten. 5 minutes to your miracle, it will not still appear like it. 2 seconds to your miracle, it will not appear that things were going to change, but in reality, in actual fact, when it finally dawns on you, everything has taken shape. And this is not how you look. It is because money has not come. But I see your color changing shortly. I see God changing your situation, and your moment of open heavens is just here. I wish you a very lovely day. Today is a Tuesday. Go about your activities. Don't let anything bother you, because God is going to work on your behalf. Your moment of celebration is just right about here. And don't forget that once you are under any CEO and they are fully registered, they've fully passed through the verification process in 2023, you can never be left out of the disbursement process. You are going to be part of the process. So keep your mind at rest, keep your cool, keep your calm.